Hello my beautiful people. So today we'll be doing this look. This is the finished look right here. We will be using Alyssa Edwards by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really like this palette. I did get it a couple weeks ago. I know it's been out for a minute, but I don't know, I just got it, so, and I really like it. But anyways, with that being said, so my videos will have a topic of conversation, so I will be talking about something in particular as I do my makeup. And I do welcome you all to leave your comments, concerns, arguments, anything that you feel, just you can leave it in the comments. But I do ask that we respect and love each other above all else. You know, I'm just trying to open a line of communications on certain topics, but that is all. Okay, so if you guys have any ideas on your topics, as I said before, just leave it in the comment box and I will do my best to get to it. But yeah, let's get started. I hope you guys like it, and see ya. So today's topic will be first time mommies, because I'm one of them. I became a mommy a couple months ago, and of a beautiful baby girl. And yeah, you know, I guess when I first got pregnant, my mom and people close to me would tell me what it could potentially be like after the pregnancy, right after the baby was born. How sometimes, you know, the opinion of yourself changes, and just how you view yourself and stuff like that can change, you know. And I pride myself on being a very strong-minded person and confident, not just like in a vanity way, but like just confident of who I am and what I'm about. So I'm gonna be honest to myself and say that I took it lightly when they would tell me all this stuff. And I kept thinking, you know, like, I've been through certain things in my life. I'm a pretty strong person. I've been through life-changing situations, and I've put myself and got myself out of some situations as well. So I thought, you know, I got this. Like, I got this, you know. I'm gonna love my baby. I already loved my baby when I was pregnant. So in my mind, there was no doubt, right? But then the baby came. And like I said, I'm a mom to a beautiful baby girl that I love with all my heart. But I do see now what she meant, what my mother meant, and what those people that love me meant by telling me how things were going to change for me. You know, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I don't feel like myself anymore. And sometimes I, you know, make decisions towards her and I doubt myself. I doubt myself more times than I would like to admit. So I found out, you know, at some point I told myself, I was like, okay, Carla, there will be no mommy committee coming after you, because you don't do things the way other people have done them or want you to do them. You know, it's your baby girl and you know what's best for her. And in all honesty, that did help me, because I was beating myself up every day over, you know, the littlest things, and it's not fair. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to her, you know. Also, what I started doing was, you know, taking a minute or two for myself, either when I could in the day or on the weekends. Like, I would, like, my husband is home on the weekends, and I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna get my coffee, which I love coffee. I'm gonna go get my coffee and I will be back. And I literally go get the coffee and come back home. But those, you know, 10-15 minutes are a lifesaver for me, because, you know, during the week, it's all about her. It's all about her. It's all about her needs. It's all about what she needs, how much she needs, whenever she needs it, right? And I forget to ask myself, what about you? What about you? What about what you need? What about what you crave and you want, right? And so it does help a lot, you know. And I do have a lot of support. I am very grateful about that. I have a lot of support. But still, you know, it doesn't sometimes help if you are not in a positive mindset, you know, if you are not in a positive mindset about what's going on, you know, you can have the world backing you up, and it really doesn't do much internally for you. You know what I mean? And we have to think that if we are not okay, like you, mommy, is not okay, your baby is not okay, your household's not okay, your marriage, your partnership, your job, whatever you got going on is not okay either. You know, we forget that. We forget that sometimes, to give ourselves that, you know, that place that we matter so much in a situation, because it really revolves around us, you know. And I don't mean that to be conceited or anything, but yes, it does. That baby solely depends on you. And so it's okay to sometimes think, you know what, it is so important that I'm okay, because if I'm not okay, nobody else is okay around me. And also, like, if you don't start asking yourself, what do you need? What is it that you need? How do you expect the world to understand? Sometimes we forget to ask ourselves these questions, and they're so important, because when somebody else comes and asks you, then you'll know the answer, you know? You'll know what to answer. You'll know, you know what, I need 10 minutes of the day for me, because, you know, this is driving me crazy. The baby's been crying, or the baby's, you know, been a little fussy and difficult, so I just need those, you know, 2-3 minutes, and I'll be fine. But if you don't ask yourself, what is it really that you need, then how are you going to answer that question when somebody else comes? You know what we answer most of the time? Nothing, I'm fine. And that is a lie, homegirl. That is a huge lie. You know, it is a lie to yourself, and it is a lie to those around you. And it is a slap in the face to you and those around you, because, you know, sometimes people do want to help you. So start helping yourself, you know? That's like a huge thing for me. Sometimes we ask for help, but, you know, we don't even know how to help ourselves. Especially when it comes to having kids, you know. I am not shy about asking for help. So when my husband offers to help out and be like, you know, what do you need from me? I need you to do the dishes. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And I will not feel bad for 1 second asking him for help, even though he has a job, even though he works full time and he does come home late and tired. You know what? My job doesn't end. My day starts and ends the same way with the baby. So yes, I get it that sometimes people are like, oh my God, but you know, he's tired, and or men are like, you know, partners are like, you know, I'm tired or whatever. Yes, but you know, I live the same day over and over again sometimes, you know, like the baby wakes up and wants food and wants attention and wants mommy's arms sometimes all day, and it's like, it would be nice to be able to pass it on, you know, for a second, because when baby gets tired of daddy, it comes to you, right? It comes to mommy all the time. So what about you? What about when you get a little frustrated? Who does it go to, you know? But yeah, and I don't mean to say, you know, every dynamic, home dynamic works differently, so it is always about whatever works for you. But in my case, I am very big, and like, you know, you want to help out, then you're gonna help out for real. You know, you want to be there for me, then be there for me. But I started that because I'm there for me. You know, if I have a second that I'm like, I don't feel good, I don't like how I look today, or whatever the case may be, then I either get up and take a shower. Sometimes a shower is all I can do for myself, and that's perfectly fine. Because if you are getting up, to my women out there, to my girls out there, to my men out there, to whoever it is that was watching this video, if you're getting up and taking a shower, or getting up and cooking breakfast or dinner or lunch or whatever for your partner or yourself, or getting up and going to work, or getting up and doing whatever, but you got up this morning, put on that smile, good for you, and you got this. Okay, high five. You got this. Because it is hard. It is hard to do all of these things. I'm not even asking for a full makeup face. This took me months to get up and be like, you can do this. But if you're getting up every morning, guess what? You're doing more than a lot of people are able to do anymore, you know? And with that being said, props to you. Props to you out there that is doing what you can for your baby, for yourself, for your marriage. Good for you. You know, don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not doing enough, because nobody knows your struggle, nobody knows what you're going through. I was very, very, very lucky, and I didn't go through postpartum depression. I did go through some stuff, right? Like I was mentioning, it was a little hard at the beginning to have a baby now, and I can't even leave my house. I can't do the things I used to be able to do because, you know, my baby particularly does not like her car seat, so that makes it very hard to run errands. But it's okay, you know, it's okay. It's not gonna be forever, and I tell myself that all the time. It won't be forever. She will, you know, grow out of it or whatever, or we will find a way to make it work, because we have to. I have to leave the house, right? But with that being said, instead of losing my ish, I just decided to look at it in a positive light. You know what? We don't need to go anywhere anyways. I don't need my baby to catch a flu out here or whatever, or catch anything. So, but that's me. You know, that's me, and that's how I solve things. You know, I know a lot of things are just not the baby's fault, and she is a baby. She had no say in this. She's here now. And I just move on. I just take those 2 seconds, and I'm like, this hugs, and and I cry. And then I come back, and then it's like, and how are we gonna solve this, right? How are we gonna solve this? But if you don't have that, you know, if you don't have that, or if you feel like there's nobody out there or anything, you know, I'm here. I'm here because I understand the struggle. I might not be going through it myself, or I might not have ever gone through it, but if it's happening to you and those are your feelings, I understand, you know. And if nobody's told you since your baby was born, let it be a year, 2 years, a month, 2 months, let it be whatever, yesterday, you got this. You know, you got this. You're Wonder Woman, you're Superwoman, you got this, you know. Because it's been done, we think it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's not. It's actually really hard. It's really hard, you know. A whole life depends on you, and that's that. But with that being said, if we're gonna take anything from this message or this video, let's take that it is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I count myself lucky, extremely lucky, because my daughter is healthy, and now it's my turn. You know what I mean? As she's coming along, as I'm making this happen in work, I have to worry about myself a little bit too. I have to ask myself, what about you? What do you need? And if it's help that I need, if it's a second that I need, if it's anything, I will not feel ashamed. I will not feel like I'm asking for too much, or like I suck, or like I can't do this. No, I will feel like I'm human and I need a second. So again, you got this. Whether you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you go, girl, you got this. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't. You know, I don't care for the title of you did this by yourself. You know, if the situation needed it, I would be able to. I know I would. I got this. But I don't have to, because there's people that love me and that are there for me. So I am human, and if somebody offers help and I need it, I will take it, you know. And my daughter's gonna appreciate it at some point in her life, because her mommy will be in a good place, in a healthy place, in a happy place, instead of, you know, going crazy because I tried to do it all by myself. No shame, no shade. If you did, girl, boy, man, woman, whatever, you know. The point is, let's empower. The point is, let's make it okay, you know, that we're struggling sometimes emotionally, mentally, that we're struggling sometimes, but we're going out there and looking for the help, or allowing the help to come to us. That's just the point. So, thank you for your time.